Look at that nice bright red and some dark sienna too. There, that's a better, I like that. Bright red, dark sienna, yellow ochre. Okay, let's go up here. Let's come right along here. Ooh, that's a nice color. That's a nice color. There it is. Okay, that's so much fun. Let's do some over here. See, we just sort of let that wander right. We don't know where that goes. We don't care. All kinds of little things. There they go. There they go. Just like that. Now you can create as many little planes as you want here. Anytime you want another plane, just take the big brush with a little dark on it, and maybe, look right here. There comes one. It lives right there. Tap it in, pull down. You need that dark underneath to create the reflection. Go across. Just like so. I'll just take this right on over here. What the devil? We don't care. Well, I got that going. Tell you what, you have to make decisions. When you have this much power on canvas, you have to make decisions. Let's put a big tree that lives right there. This is a beautiful big leafy tree. Oh, we covered up half my foothill, but we know he's back here. We know he's back here. We didn't lose anything because we practiced. Anytime you devote some time to practice, you haven't lost. You're always a winner. Okay. We need a tree trunk. So we'll take some dark sienna, a little bit of white, pull it out very flat, cut across it, get that small roll of paint right on the edge of the knife. There you go. Now then, let's go up in here, touch, give it a little tiny sidewards pull. We'll just put the indication of a little trunk. Most of this will be covered up. Some of it will show. Take the pointed knife, and scrape in some little twigs and sticks and all kinds of happy things. While we're scraping over here in these evergreens, you can just scrape in the indication of a little tree trunk here and there. There we go. Just here and there. Okay. Now then, I'm going to take a fan brush, go into a little bit of the liquid white, go into some yellow ochre, some bright red, reach up in here and I'll grab some of the dark sienna. Just mix them on the brush. Mix them on the brush. Let's go right up here. I want to make some little grassy areas that are traveling down here. Take that fan brush, push, make it bend upward, and follow the lay here. Follow the lay of the land. Just let it go. Let it go. Maybe there's some that comes right down in here. Wherever. Here we go. Some over on this side. There we are. A few little grassy things growing right down in there. Maybe there's one. There he is. Just make a decision. Pop them in wherever you want them. Okay. Tell you what. Let me find my fan brush here that has the white on it. And we'll go into the liquid white, back in titanium white. Once again, I'm looking for a paint that's a little thinner. So, tell you what, all this water up here, maybe it's moving a little and it comes right here and it right there and it goes push and spills right over. And maybe, look here, here's another little place. Push. Got to make that noise. And it splashes down here. Isn't that easy? You can make a beautiful little waterfall. Then we'll take right here. And now you begin just making all kinds of little things. Let's see. Just let this fan brush just graze the canvas. Just barely touching it. Barely touching it. Clean up the edges. And bring everything together. Barely touching the canvas. Like so. Maybe there's a happy little bush that lives right out here between these two little waterfalls. It's got two waterfalls. But see how you can just sort of look at things and make up your mind and create all kinds of beautiful little illusions. It's easy. You can do it. Tell you what, let's really have some fun. Maybe right here lives, yep. Yep, there he is. Maybe there's one old tree. And he lives right there. Right there. Doopa 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 doop. We'll take a little touch of the bright red. And then just touch the edge. This is bright red with a little dark sienna. There we go. Just brush is too slow. Let's get a big one. I'll go right into my Van Dyke brown. I'm gonna have a lot of land areas and big rocks, and maybe there's some big. Let's just do it. Just take the big brush. It's a straight Van Dyke brown. And here we're just applying dark color. Maybe there's one that comes right on out here. And all you're doing is laying in basic shapes. We'll go back with a knife and straighten all this out and make big decisions about where things live. But right now, all we're interested in is just basic shapes. Maybe this one comes way on out here. There. Just fill it up. Just fill it up full of color. Like so. Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed seeing my little bird on the last show. He's coming along fine if you're following his progress. As I say, we've got so many calls. Maybe on one of the future shows I'll bring him back, let you see him again. I think you'll like him. He's my friend. And I've taken care of him under the supervision of the bird lady. We have a lady here in Muncie who takes care of all the injured animals and stuff, and they call her the bird lady. And she keeps me straight and tells me how to take care of all these little creatures. In fact, one of these days we'd like to do a television show where we show you what she does, and people like her all over the country that devote their time and money and energies into taking care of all of God's little creatures. Because they're super special people. And maybe one day we can do that. All right. Now then, same old dirty brush. I'm going to add some sap green to it. Pull this brush in one direction. Load a lot of paint into it. Just tiny little bit of sap green. I'm going to grab some dark sienna too. So we got dark sienna, Van Dyke brown, and sap green. Maybe over here there's going to be a big tree. Lives right here. So we can go ahead and throw in some dark color. See how all this dark, it sort of closes in and makes your eye go toward the water because it's lighter. All right, let's do on the other side. Maybe there's a happy thing that lives wherever. You just make a decision and put it in. Wherever. There we go. See that quick? We got all that blocked in. And we're ready to start picking out some beautiful little details. Okay. Now then, let me find, maybe as we get farther away here, maybe there's some great big trees that are going to be growing over in here. Great big old ones. Just drop them in. Still using just crimson and Van Dyke brown. Just give us some nice basic little shapes to work with. Okay, now then we can start playing a little bit. Let's take Indian yellow and permanent red and just mix it together. And let's begin dropping some little highlights right up in here. Just let them sparkle. Think where the light would hit them. There we go. Maybe a little bit up in here. There. Okay, that's Indian yellow and a touch of permanent red. Right there. Okay, maybe right here there's another one. Now, as they get farther away from the fire, less and less you're going to see. So, back in here, we're just going to begin putting a little bit of stuff. But don't worry too much about highlights back in here. so. Just sort of let them disappear. A little bit up here. Then it just disappears. Just enough to set them off a little bit so you can see them. There we go. Nice little one lives right there. There. Okay.